So let me tell you an interesting story regarding recently I'm talking to one of my client. So while I'm counseling him, so we are discussing about his career and he wants to switch from one domain to another domain. So while he said that I want to switch from this while what I am working right now to switch to the another domain. So I also asked him, what is the reason? So is there any work pressure is there, or are you not finding interest, or what is the problem? Why you want to switch? So the reason he told because it's not about the pressure or not interest. Okay, it's mainly because of the competition in that domain. Because a lot of peoples are coming over there in that domain, and because of this competition, I afraid. Okay, he really used the word afraid. So I really afraid sometimes that what if I lose my job because of this competition? Because a lot of people are getting hired over there, and sometimes I think that what if I got replaced? Is my job is going to be secure or not? So these kinds of insecurities building in him. So after digging deeper, and I also got to know that he wants to switch from testing to the data science. So, thinking that data science is demanding right now because of this demand, so there will be a no replacing things. Okay, so job security will be there. So, he's thinking about that. No? So, it's like that, and you see, it's not about the competition here. Okay, it's because of lacking behind the knowledge and lacking behind the confidence in your domain. You see, people who don't have the knowledge, they start doubting themselves. They start losing the confidence. And in that domain, if they don't have a right skill and the knowledge, what it wants, then they start thinking about these things. Okay, so insecurity, replacing thing, and what if someone replaced me because of a lot of peoples are there. Okay, so only you feel afraid when you don't have a knowledge in that domain, and when you don't have a skills which required in that domain, so then you start thinking about these things. But when you compare it to the persons who have a fantastic knowledge and a good amount of skills, so their mindset is completely different. Their confidence is completely different. How they think is, if this company is not there, I will go to another company. If that company is not there, another company. If that company is also not there, then I will open my own startup. So they're never afraid of anything. So they never think that okay, I will lose this job. They never think of the future because they know their worth, and because they have the knowledge. So when you have a knowledge, so the confidence will come with you. So because of this confidence, you never afraid in your domain, and you never think about the next. Okay, apart from the work, this insecurity, this replacing things and everything. So that's why always have a knowledge. Okay, you have to be very knowledgeable person in your domain, and with a have lot of real world experience, hands-on experience. Okay, so then only this knowledge comes. So how this knowledge comes actually? So the knowledge comes from the reading. Okay, I see a lot of people don't read actually, so who are working in IT, so mainly in software engineering or any data science, DevOps, or anything. Okay, inside the IT, so they don't read. However, it applies to the non IT also, because reading comes under every categories. It's not specific to the some domains. Okay, so people don't read, so they just do the 9 to 5 job, and start frustrating themselves in that work, and after coming from the work, they never sit and study. They go to the reels, they go outside, or they enjoy. Okay, I'm not telling you, you should not do that one. You must do that one. But what you are missing here is the reading thing. Even though it's a 1 hour daily, so you should make yourself practice that you are reading. Okay, so along with this entertainment thing, along this work, if you start building the reading habit daily, so how the things will go on is, so the thing you are reading in the evening or in the morning before the work or after the work, and the work you are doing. Okay, so at some point you start relating to those things. So assume you are reading about the database, and in the projects also, in the company also, you are working on a project in database and everything. So whenever you are reading about the new concept, you start relating to your project. You start relating to the things which you are doing in the project, and you start doing analysis. Okay, I'm reading about these things. Okay, what if I applied into the project? Okay, so this thing I am learned today. Okay, what happen if I apply this inside the project, and how can I optimize this one? If you read about any new technology, you start thinking how can I implement the same thing inside the project. You start relating to these things. Okay, so that's a fantastic go for you. So when you start relating to those two things, and after that you start including more innovative ideas and more creative ideas inside your projects. Okay, so it all comes with the reading. And you see, in the world, the people don't afraid of the money, and people don't afraid of the power what you have. Okay, so the only people afraid of you is the person's knowledge. So nobody argue with a person who have a great knowledge, and with these inputs and everything what you do in the uh, project, you never going to be replaceable. It will not end if you maintain the same thing, lagging behind the norm, even though you switched the domain. Okay, even though you are working in the new domain, if you continue the same thing about not reading and not having the knowledge, not upskilling yourself, again the same thing happen. After a few years, again you start feeling the same thing. Okay, so first, at a first sight, if before switching the domain, understand. Okay, so am I able to fit into that domain, what it wants? Even though you switch to the different domain, okay, what if that domain need a heavy knowledge in that domain? If you're switching to the data science, okay, it need a huge amount of knowledge over there also. Okay, so are you going to persist in that one? Okay, I'm not telling about the data science only. Okay, if you are switching to the any domains, okay, so in that case, understand what it wants also. Okay, are you able to read those things? Are you able to get those skills? Okay, understand that one. Otherwise, if you switch also, and if you maintain the same thing, not reading and everything, again you will start losing the confidence. So regarding this insecurity and replaceable, okay, so I will tell you another example actually. Before continuing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you are new to our channel, I heartily welcome you to our channel where we discuss about all things about software engineering and IT related stuffs. And if you are already a subscriber, I thankful for your support. Okay, so make sure you subscribe the channel, and because of your one subscribe, we can reach out to the more people because of your one subscribe. Okay, and do share the video also with your colleagues and fellow mates. Okay, so let's continue. So few months back, I met one of my friend. So while we are talking, so regarding the work, I'm asking him how the work is going on, how the projects are going on, what is the tech stack, regarding this thing, how you are working and everything we are discussing. So at some point, I asked him about how is the deadline is how much tight it is, and are you delivering the task on the time. So when I asked him, "Are you delivering the task on the time?" So his answer is really surprised me actually. So what he said is, "So no, I'm not delivering the task on the time. I intentionally stretching that one until the deadline comes." I asked why, because this sounds weird. I asked him why. So the reason he told is, so because why I'm stretching is, so what if I complete the work earlier, and what if they assign me another work? Quite a weird, right? So let me give an example. Okay, how the scenario went there. Like assume you have a 3 days of deadline, and one task has been given to you, and a lot of people what they do is they start stretching the work until the deadline comes. If the one single task is there, even though it can complete in within a day, okay, so but they stretch it to the 3 days, thinking that what if I complete in the one day. Okay, and what if again some other task has been assigned to me? uh, between those 2 days? What if they assign me another new task? Okay, so because of to avoid the extra work, they start stretch that single work until the 3 days. So it's not good actually. I also advised him, okay, so the what you are doing, okay, it will not help you in the long run. Okay, so you are not coming up with any new things. You are not coming up with any new things. You are just working. Okay, what they are saying, and you are just working over there. I given advice that, okay. So the what you have to do is, so even though for everybody, even though there has been a 3 days of work is like a 3 days deadline has been given and the task has been assigned. So try to complete it in before the deadline. Like assume you completed it, try to complete it in 1 day, and the remaining 2 days what you have to do is, so the remaining 2 days you have to concentrate on how I can improve the performance of this work, how I can optimize this work, how I can automate this work. Okay, start thinking about how I can improve this process. Okay, so if the a database or any programming whatever you are doing over there, so how I can improve the performance of this queries, how I can improve the performance of this program what you are written, how you can solve the problem, and apart from that how you can add the new things to that one, any new ideas you can put into that one so that it can uh, uh, help and profit the project and the profit the company. Okay, so when you do that one, okay, so actually the advice he didn't took it seriously. So a few days back I met him, so yeah, I asked him like how is the work is and going on. So he said he got laid off. Okay, so I know it earlier actually. So the thing what they are going, I am sure, pretty much sure that okay, if this thing goes long in a long run, okay, something will impact on him. So he didn't take advice seriously. So this thing happened. But the one thing what we have to learn from here is, so don't only stretch your work, stretch the work. So try to improve that work. Try to understand and try to make that work more optimized, and how you can make that work better. Okay, so by doing this one, by coming up with the new things and coming up with the innovative ideas and creative ideas and problem solving skills, so you are bringing something new to the table. So when you start bringing to the table, when you start introducing the ideas, so employer also never think that to replace you with someone else, because they start getting to know your worth, what your worth is. Okay, so they never think of replacing you. And it's they also think that okay, it's a disadvantage for us only if we replace him. Okay, so that's why they keep you. And it will also help you in the performance, this one, scores and everything, and the promotions and the hikes, it will greatly impact on that one also. It will hugely help in that cases also. Okay, instead of stretching, try to complete it earlier, and remaining things put it on time for the thinking about these things. Okay, so otherwise if you are doing the task what they are telling, and you are, if you are just doing that one, it look like you are just earlier date is what long back it was there, right? For example, building the pyramid, so a lot of laborers are there who are just listening what someone else is saying, so they don't open their mind and try to introduce some new things. Okay, it's kind of a labor, just uh, working what the master is saying. Okay, it will become like that. Okay, some people will come and give task, you do that one. Okay, again some people will come, do this task, you complete that one. Okay, so this will happen, and one day, and they also not find, okay, so you are not interesting anymore, so then definitely you are going to be replaced. And again how this all things comes is, all things again comes with the knowledge. When you have a lot of knowledge inside you, okay, you start opening those things, you start putting how I can make this process better. Okay, so the more you have inside your pocket, the more you can take out from it, right? So like that. So this also comes with the knowledge, and again, as I told, knowledge again comes with the reading. Okay, so all the things connected to the knowledge only. Okay, on the knowledge connected to the reading, and confidence connected to the knowledge. Okay, so the confidence and the knowledge comes with same at the same time. And when you start introducing the new things to the team, so people start paying attention to you, people start listening to you. Okay, people start seeking help from you. It happens. Okay, people start and coming asking you how I can do this one, how I can do this one. They start seeking help from you. Okay, so at that time you start getting the confidence. Okay, what you wanted, because you are also proud of yourself that you are putting something, you are making something change in the project. Okay, you start getting the confidence. When you start getting the confidence, you never think of this all the things, insecurity and everything. And when people start paying attention to you, okay, so they listen whatever the input you are giving. Okay, if you don't have the knowledge, or you are just talking, people never start give attention to you. Whatever the input you give, they don't care about those things. Until you make any changes, they don't care about those things. The important thing you have to note is, so whenever you don't have the confidence, and when people see that thing, and when you are working only what someone is saying, when people got to know that you are submissive. Okay, because without a confidence, a person become like that only. Okay, when people see you as a submissive, they start stepping on you. Okay, so they start taking advantage of your hesitations, and they just take advantage of, like, I can give him any work, he can do that one. Okay, so this all thing happen, and because of this, you never, because of this lack in the confidence. Okay, even though you have ideas, but you never open those things. Okay, so you suppress yourself, you will become an introvert, and that's how it ends. Okay, you end from the company also. Okay, so that's why, at the final note, okay, so always read, get the knowledge, have the confidence first. Okay, inside a project, and it will never think of the second option about the insecurity. I hope you learned something from this video. Okay, I hope that one. And if you found this video was helpful for you, okay, so I hope you subscribed also. If you haven't, you can subscribe it, and do share with all your colleagues and fellow mates who are facing the same issues. Okay, and kindly share with them. Okay, so thank you so much, and all the best for your career.